Hi, it's John Braddock and Mike Gorski with the January 2016 Health Focus. Welcome, Mike.
Happy New Year.
And to you.
Thank you.
Say, first of the year, we're off to a great start. As a trainer and a fitness guy, I've always had the question, and maybe you know some of the stats, maybe you don't, but I always notice in working out that right after first of the year, all of a sudden the gym's cram-packed. Mm-hmm. You got to wait to get into different areas of the gym and stuff. But by February, month from now, that's going to be gone. And so, of all the resolutions people make, how many really stick to it? And maybe some strategies to help us actually accomplish our resolutions.
Sure. So actually, a study out at a university found that only 8% of people complete their New Year's resolutions. So 8% is not a very good success rate. I don't know if somebody told me that my program here has an 8% success rate, invest in it. I don't know if I'd be investing in that.
And that 8% probably includes those who say, I'm not going to make a New Year's resolution, right?
Maybe. Maybe.
It's interesting because, you talk to a lot of people, and it's no wonder so many don't stick to their resolution. Is because you talk to someone and say, what's your resolution for the year? It's like, wow, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, and I'm not going to eat any fast food, and I'm not going to drink any beer this year, and I'm going to go to the gym 9 days a week. Mm-hmm. And they set these massive lofty goals, and it's like they're setting themselves up for failure.
Right. Yeah, and the big thing is, the intentions are great. The intentions are there. It's January 1st. New year, new you. That's the big motto that's out there. But you've got to have that game plan. We've talked here about planning, having a strategy of going forward. So I usually recommend, I'm not against setting a big goal of, by the end of this year, I want to lose X amount of pounds. But you've got to figure out how are you going to get there. It's not just, I'm going to lose 20 pounds and that weight's just going to come off when I sign up for my gym membership and start exercising.
Right.
You've got to have that attack plan. So the big thing is thinking about what can you do right now today to make a little difference. What can you try to accomplish this week? And then what can you try to accomplish in the month to get you to that final year goal?
Right. It makes sense. I know a lot of, just in business, as in anything, if you establish the goal and you break it down into attainable pieces, it helps you do that. And I know that, many times they say a habit takes 21 days, be it a good habit or a bad habit, 21 days to instill that habit. So would a good strategy be, in the weight loss process, you need to drink more water, right? Mm-hmm. So for 21 days, I'm going to just track this as my first step, make sure I drink 8 glasses of water a day, boom, yep. Boom, boom. Mission accomplished, I want to continue it, and then add another goal on the back end.
Yeah, exactly. It's, tackle one thing at a time. And when I meet with clients and we sit down and talk about, okay, what are you struggling with to help you reach your goals, usually find 3 or 4 things, but I kind of pick the lowest hanging fruit. Which one can we tackle right now and really work on? And a lot of times I'll just say, I want you to focus on that one alone. Even though we found 3 or 4 things that could use some work, let's focus on one and create a new habit. And as that's starting to become a habit, let's create a new one. And let's create a new one and build on that. Because even though, 21 days to make a habit, I've heard 49, I've heard 66. The big thing is if you have a long-term bad habit, it's going to take longer to break that and replace that with a good one. And going back to the weight loss for the resolution, you didn't gain that weight overnight. You didn't gain that weight maybe even in the course of a year. It might have been a 20-year creep where all of a sudden you're like, whoa, where did this come from? So to expect it to just boom come off overnight without putting in a whole lot of effort is just an unrealistic expectation. And people can lose weight really quickly and they can find success in the long term, but long-term success is going to come from really creating those habits rather than doing a 20-day, 30-day crash diet and 2-a-day exercise and then, all right, my 30-day challenge is up, I'm feeling good, back to my old life. It doesn't work that way.
Right. Well, and I've found, being able to stick with things, it's not practical for me to say I'm going to be in the gym 7 days a week. It's just not.
Right.
But if you work with a personal trainer, like I do, or someone else, where there's 2 scheduled days per week, At least I know I've got 2 days in the gym, backfill that with a day or two on my own.
Yeah.
I'm getting 4. So don't set the goals unrealistically high,
No.
small steps.
Yeah.
February 1st comes, you're not going to be at your end result for the New Year's resolution.
No, and
So keep plugging away.
yeah, and keep reevaluating too. And that's why I say set your daily, weekly, and monthly goals, and then at the end of the month, reset those. So where are you at? What did you do well with? What did you struggle with? And then go from there. Don't, if you struggle with something, don't just quit and beat yourself up over it. It is a process. And reevaluate, okay, I did well with this, I did well with this, let's focus more on this. And always keep changing those goals. Always keep evaluating, reevaluating, because they're gonna change. January might be a nice easy month for you. You're able to work out. Then all of a sudden, something unfortunate happens in February, and you're not able to get to the gym for a week, or you get really sick with the flu, and you're not. You're eating all your comfort foods. That's gonna happen. You've got to be prepared for that, and then you can't let that completely derail you. I always use the term: are you gonna let something like that? Is it going to be a roadblock or a speed bump? You're not getting through a roadblock and you're giving up. A speed bump, you got to slow down, you got to take a step back, you're going to get over it and move on. So you choose how you approach those challenges that are going to come. They're going to come.
Focus on progress rather than perfection.
Exactly.
Great. Well, I think we've kept our audience entertained long enough. An attachment, as always, will follow with 4 or 5 key steps to help you focus and stay on track for a great 2016. So hopefully, when 2017 arrives, you'll look back and say, that was the year that my resolution was complete.
That's right. And it's now a lifestyle.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We'll see everyone in February.